Finding joy or contentment even when you have not got to your dream job or your dream career. It's definitely not an easy road. So hello and welcome back to this channel. My name is Ruth. Welcome to this channel. If this is your first time. Today I thought it would be nice to do a video about finding joy or contentment when you haven't got to that end destination in thinking about your dream job or thinking about your dream career, because I believe many a times, it can be quite disheartening when you honestly just want to be at that end goal. But I've realized that even on the process of reaching your dream career or your dream goal, you can find joy and contentment. So in today's society, I honestly believe that we equate success with reaching an end goal. So for example, I've graduated now, so I'm successful. I've gotten a job, so now I'm successful. I'm now a mother, so now I'm successful. So generally in society, when we think of success, it's usually an end point. It's usually getting to a final destination that we had. And I honestly believe that when we tend to have this definition of success just merely being some type of end goal, we tend to not honor, or we tend to despise those small beginnings that led us to actually reaching that goal. So even thinking about an example, I can say, my future goal is to become a psychologist, and that is the goal. So many times people say, when you become a psychologist, when you become a chartered psychologist, you will be successful. But I've realized that even on the processes of you developing to that stage, it is a form of success. So thinking of that example again, success wouldn't merely just be you being a psychologist, getting that your degree and getting that stamp saying you are now a chartered psychologist. But I also want to challenge us to think about success in a different way, about how success is not merely getting that goal, being that psychologist, but it's also those humble beginnings of you working towards that specific goal or that specific career that you're trying to work to. So giving you an example about that. So in terms of this example, in the area of psychology, for you to actually become a psychologist, you need to have experience, you need to have clinical experience. So let's just say someone was a support worker looking after the elderly. I would say that could be defined as a small beginning, because that is the start of your journey in order to become a psychologist. But I would say even in those times where you are a support worker and you know that maybe in 5 years' time you would like to be a psychologist, you are still successful in that given moment, because I'm defining success as working towards a goal, working towards something. If you're constantly today working towards something you have in mind, you are successful. So success is not merely just getting to an end point, but it's also working towards something that you have in mind, whether it's a goal or desire or a dream. We have to link those two together, because I honestly see that when we embrace those small beginnings, we can have contentment and we can be at peace knowing that yes, this may not be my ideal end situation, but I know in hindsight that I'm working towards a goal, and I know that even in this small beginning, it is working towards a bigger thing, a bigger dream, a bigger desire. So with that being said, even though we may have dreams or we may have desires, in thinking about how you can have joy and contentment, even though you may not be in your dream career yet or in your dream job, I believe finding joy and contentment is thinking about, I'm in this job now. What are the things that I love about my future job? And how can I actually, use those things or do those things while I'm in this current job? So giving you an example, let's just say that someone had a dream or desire to be a CEO of a big company. How is it in their current job or in their current ways can they, demonstrate leadership? So that may mean that in their current job, they're just finding opportunities to lead out a project, because in that moment, that you have this goal of becoming a CEO, but in in this current moment, you are not at that pace. So finding contentment, finding those things that you enjoy about your future job and doing it now. So also, again, going back to the example of becoming a psychologist, imagine if you're a person that you really want to be a psychologist because you really want to interact with people and help people on a daily basis. So imagine right now you have a job as a support worker. Think of how you can help people now in that current job, because you can get satisfaction from this big goal of becoming a psychologist and wanting to help people, but also in your current job you can find ways to help people. So I hope this video was helpful for you in how to find joy and contentment even when you're not in your dream job. I talked about how success is not merely just reaching to an end point, but success is also working towards a certain thing, working towards a certain goal, because I believe that when we have that holistic definition of success, we will be content, as we're not always running, for this end goal, but we're embracing our small beginnings. We're embracing those moments where we are building towards our dream careers, building towards a certain goal, and finding how we can embrace those things that we desire in our future job, in our current state. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and also comment below what are some ways we can find joy and contentment when we have not reached our final destination. Leave a comment below and see you in the next video. Au revoir. Success is not an endpoint, but is continual. The continuation of constantly working towards a goal. Therefore, success can be in the present.